Hi everyone, so I'm back with part 2 of week 43, so a little bit of a busier end of the week, and I'm using the design C for this week, which is the six 6x4s, which I really like using actually, and yeah, I had quite a few little photos. I actually had all 3x4 photos. I just didn't want to use the pocket page with like the 10 3x4s, even though I definitely could have, but I just felt like I was running out of that one really, to be honest. And I wanted the more 6x4 pockets for this one. So this part of the week, I started off on the Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. Cracking on with some of my wedding crafts because my package came from Hobbycraft with all the stuff and things that I needed. So I'm actually making my own little note cards for the wedding. So I was busy printing those off and cutting them out, them sort of things. So that's that first photo there. And then the second photo is me painting this little post box that will be for our like wedding cards and stuff on the day and things. So and I actually finished that now, which I really love. And it's just things like that I can actually control this at the moment because everything else I've just paid someone else to do it, and obviously they're not interested in my wedding at the moment because there's plenty of other people getting married at the moment, so I don't really hear from them, so I feel a bit sort of useless. So this enables me to be able to do some bits and pieces for the wedding, so I've been enjoying doing these craft sort of things. So yeah, those are those two photos. Obviously I don't going to put too much in this album because I have got my wedding prep album, which has got a lot more detail in there. The cards can go next to that. I just used some of this pumpkin paper, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to use that cut apart that says pumpkins just to use that up because I thought that was cute. Then the photo underneath on the left hand side is a picture of Bilbo because we went round to Joe's sister's house. We went for a meal to say goodbye to Joe's dad because he's off to India and Sri Lanka and South Africa for the winter. So we went to say goodbye and have a good trip and things like that. So that was nice. And obviously Bilbo was around, so that was always nice to see him. And I'm going to use this little cut apart that says my boo next to him because it's so cute. So yeah, that is that one. And then the next day, on the Thursday, I was actually in the office and it wasn't very good weather. So that's me under my umbrella with my scarf all wrapped up because obviously it's now autumn. So it is definitely turning colder. So yeah, I'm going to use the cut apart that says it's got like a witch face on it, and it's really cute because she's got this cat and a huge bow in front of her, and I just thought it was a really cool cut apart. I am going to put some little bits as well around. I realised that I wanted to put some journaling on, so I actually had some little bits that had space to actually write on, so I'm going to put some for the wedding craft part, and then, as I said, the cut apart with the witch on there. I had another piece that I could cut out, and it had some, lines on there that I can write a little bit about going for a meal. So that is that one. And then on the Friday, we just had a chilled day at home, and I packed because we were going down to my family's house for the weekend, literally just for the one night. We went down on the Saturday, so we got the train on the Saturday down to my parents' house. We were there for a couple of hours before we borrowed my dad's car and we drove over to Brighton because we'd booked to go see Michael McIntyre because I don't think we weren't here, that's it. We're not here when he's in this part of the country. So instead we went down to my family's and went to Brighton. We were going to get the train, but we realised the train wasn't going to be running that late, so we ended up buying buying insurance for my dad's car and using my dad's car to take us over to Brighton. So we actually went over there. We had a nice meal at this Italian restaurant called Donatello's. I think it's quite famous there in terms of it's just a massive Italian restaurant. Like, it looked huge and it was about 2 floors and it just seemed to go on forever. But it was really busy and it was really nice. So we went there and for tea, and then we headed over to the Brighton Centre where we went to go see Michael McIntyre, and he was really, really good. We had really good seats actually. I wasn't really sure where we were sat because it was one of those situations where the tickets were going so quickly that you just accept whatever you get, and so I didn't actually know where we were sat until we sat down. So there's a picture of me and Joe actually in the theatre. It's a good thing that we didn't get all dressed up because it was absolutely gale force, winds and rain on the seafront. We got blown away. And then there's a picture of the actual stage as well. And I do have the leaflet in my project life as well that's going on in the binder sort of area. So that goes in as well. And it's actually the weekend, the Halloween weekend for everyone going out and about. So when we left the theatre, there was all these people dressed up because obviously it was a night out for Halloween. So everyone was in these tiny little outfits and it was absolutely freezing. I couldn't think of anything worse. I was just all wrapped up in my coat and scarf and wanted to get bundled up back in bed. So yeah, we got home about midnight. So yeah, it was a really good night. We really enjoyed it and it's nice to go somewhere a bit different. And we've always wanted to go see Michael McIntyre. So we managed to get tickets for this tour. It's just a shame, obviously, we had to travel so far. But as I said, it gave an excuse to go down south to see my family as well. So again, I'm just going to cut out a little journal piece to go down the bottom of the card so I can write about us travelling down. And then I've actually got the receipt from our meal in Brighton. I photocopied it, so that's where I went, or gone now, to go and photocopy it because it will fade. If I stick it in now, it will just fade. So I might as well photocopy it now and cut it out so that it doesn't ever fade. So yeah, that's me cutting it out now. So yeah, I just thought a bit different. I don't normally keep receipts. I didn't get a business card, so I just thought actually I'll keep the receipt because I like the logo of it. I thought it was quite nice. And yeah, we didn't get any photos of us having a meal or our food actually. I do feel like I take too many photos of food, so I tried not to take. You know, when it's just a standard meal, I don't think it's over exciting. So instead I thought I'd keep the receipt. So yeah, so it was quite a nice week. I really like how this layout came out. I like this one much better than the first week for some reason. I just think it flowed better. But I hope you enjoyed this week. And I will be back with week 44 shortly, which is actually Halloween week, which is exciting. So thank you very much. Bye.